Good evening. Before we start, yes, go ahead. We're going to all have to hold on to our hats today. But before we start, students, we just practiced this. I need you to turn around and make sure you are sitting in your seat. And if you are not, the adults at each end will help you find the correct place. I've heard there's a little confusion, so we're going to wait a minute. Okay, you may be seated.
If you could, please rise and remove your caps for the national anthem. Good evening, everyone. Parents, siblings, relatives, teachers, and more, thank you so much for being here to celebrate our accomplishment. And thank you, students, for being here. After all, we did it. We're here at graduation. I don't know about you all, but I'm so grateful to be here today. I'm grateful for my friends and my family, my community who supported me through everything. I'm definitely grateful for the good grades that have led me here, but I'm also grateful for the bad grades that have pushed me to work harder. I'm grateful for the pandemic for teaching me resilience. I'm grateful for the hard times to show me the good. Instead of a traditional prayer today, I wanted to focus on gratitude. I would like to invite you to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and remember what you're grateful for. Take another deep breath and remember all the challenging times that got you here. Open your eyes. It's important to take time for gratitude. When we feel we don't have enough time, when we're overly anxious or nervous, it's especially important to remember what we're grateful for. It reminds us to slow down and remember how fortunate we are. I'm grateful for you, Goshen High School Class of 2024. We did it. Graduates, you may be seated.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jason Vance, and it is my honor to welcome our friends, family, teachers, administrators, and most importantly, my fellow classmates to Goshen High School's 2024 graduation ceremony. Everyone here today has played a key role in this significant milestone, either providing unwavering support or by putting in the effort to finish out the year. Keep going.
Buenas tardes a todos. Me llamo Orly Ortega y hoy es un honor para mí poder dar la bienvenida a nuestros amigos, familiares, maestros, administradores y sobre todo en especial a mis compañeros a la ceremonia de graduación de 2024 de Goshen High School. Cada persona aquí ha sido parte y pilar fundamental para este importante logro, ya sea dando su apoyo o poniendo el esfuerzo para terminar el año escolar.
The reason we gathered here today is to celebrate this turning point in our lives and to say goodbye to GHS as we begin a new journey. Our 4 years of high school have been full of perseverance that we honor because despite our individual struggles, whether with mental or physical health, within our homes or at school, all of us are celebrated today.
La razón por la que encontramos reunidos es para celebrar este gran cambio en nuestras vidas y decir adiós a GHS mientras nos embarcamos en la siguiente travesía de nuestras vidas. Nuestros 4 años de escuela secundaria han sido llenos de determinación y perseverancia que valoramos hoy porque a pesar de nuestros conflictos individuales, ya sea con la salud física o mental, dentro de nuestros hogares o la escuela, todos somos celebrados hoy.
We have survived the Zoom classes and e-lunch periods during COVID of our freshman year and have lived to experience the procrastination and senioritis of this year. Even with all our determination and focus, we could not have achieved this moment without the selfless dedication of those beside us to this day.
Hemos sobrevivido las clases de Zoom y el e-lunch durante COVID en nuestro primer año y hemos podido tener la experiencia de lo que es la procrastinación y la senioritis. Cabe enfatizar que incluso con toda nuestra determinación y concentración, no hubiéramos podido lograr llegar a este momento sin la dedicación de quienes están junto a nosotros del día de hoy.
I want us to acknowledge and think back to everyone who has aided us through the hurdles we had to overcome. Thank you to those who have provided us the shoulders to lean on, words of encouragement, who asked about our day and have shown understanding when times get hard.
Quiero reconozcamos y recordemos a todos los que nos han ayudado a superar los obstáculos que tuvimos. Gracias a quienes nos han dado un hombro de apoyo, palabras de ánimo, quienes nos han preguntado sobre nuestro día y han mostrado entendimiento durante los tiempos difíciles.
Class of 2024, while today we congratulate ourselves on everything we have achieved, remember to demonstrate your appreciation to those who have been there for us as we will go far because of the support given to us in these pivotal moments. In this new chapter of our lives, dream big, be confident, and demonstrate to the world that the 2024 GHS graduates are remarkable. Congratulations to everyone here today and welcome again to the 2024 Goshen High School graduation.
Clase de 2024. Aunque hoy nos felicitamos por todo lo que hemos logrado, recuerden demostrar su agradecimiento a quienes han estado ahí presentes para nosotros, porque si vamos a llegar lejos es gracias al apoyo que nos han dado en esos momentos cruciales. En este nuevo capítulo de nuestras vidas hay que soñar en grande, estar seguros de nosotros mismos y enseñar al mundo que los graduados de GHS de 2024 son extraordinarios. Felicitaciones a todos los que están aquí hoy y otra vez bienvenidos a la graduación de Goshen High School de 2024.
Today, I have the privilege of introducing the Superintendent of Goshen Community Schools, Mr. Jim Du Bois. Mr. Du Bois graduated in 1985 with a degree in Business and Psychology from DeWalt University. He later earned a master's degree in elementary education and teaching from IUSB and an education specialist degree from Indiana University. Du Bois served as an elementary school teacher principal in the Penn Harris-Madison School Corporation from 1992 to 2000 and as a regional director at Bridges Learning System from 2000 to 2003. This is Mr. Du Bois' first year as superintendent of Goshen Community Schools. Please help me in welcoming Mr. Jim Bois.
Thank you, Rachel. Welcome, seniors, parents, friends, family members. It's been a great 4 years for you guys. Congratulations. I'd like to start by introducing some of the dignitaries here with me. First, our school board, and I'd like to ask them to stand when I call your names. Please hold your applause till the end. First, our school board president, Mr. Roger Knopfsinger. Our vice president, Brad Weddle. Board secretary, Mari Garber. Board members, Ryan Glick, Keith Goodman, Maria Sanchez Shirk, and associate superintendent, Dr. Alan Metcalf, who along with our board members serve our district well, and they are among the greatest supporters of our students. Please join me in thanking them for their work. Seniors, our high school has benefited from having your leadership in the district this past year. Now it is time for you to become Goshen High School alumni and discover with great hope all that lies ahead. This is not the end, it's just the beginning. Your next steps will take you into a bright future. I encourage you to keep trying new things. Eat new foods, travel to unfamiliar places, find what really interests you and what doesn't. Get involved in your community and keep learning. Stay in touch with your Goshen friends, but be open to meeting new people and making new friends. In other words, get out there, spread your Red Hawk wings. As you journey, remember the virtues taught to you by your parents and teachers like faith, hope, love, curiosity, gratitude, self-discipline, and a zest for living. Let these virtues be tools for your journey. And just like you benefited from teachers, counselors, and community members while you were here, remember to reach back to Goshen High School and help the next generation of students. Because when people support each other and work together, everyone does better. Seniors, your parents, and our staff have done so much to prepare you for your journey. To start a career in the workplace, to be part-time, full-time students, serve in the military, or voluntary service of some kind, or whatever else you may choose to do. You're ready. Now, do what you can to make a difference in the world. In summary, dare boldly, plan and pursue with zest. Stretch yourself with courage, and don't be afraid to fail. It is the best way to learn. I want to share one last thing with you, a poem called Now is the Time to Dare by Kelly Roper. Dare to jump into your future with enthusiasm. Dare to place no limits on what you hope to accomplish. Dare to dream big and realize it's not just a cliche. Dare to bring excellence to everything you do. Dare to succeed beyond your wildest expectations. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2024.
Hello, my name is Sammy Centeno, and I would like to thank you, honored teachers, parents, family, friends, and most importantly, the class that I'm so proud to represent, the class of 2024. Yeah.
What would be helpful? Give me a whole
Yeah, like this. Thank you. I am truly honored to be speaking to you at this commencement celebration, which marks the end of high school. This is interesting because commencement actually means the beginning. Whether we see this as a time for sadness because it is the end, or a time for excitement for a new beginning, is all the matter of our perspective. I learned about perspective at the ripe age of 5. I was looking out the window at a sea of dandelions. Anticipating the recess bell, I was carefully curating all the wishes I was going to make, dreaming about blowing them at my friends, laughing as the tiny seeds would get stuck in our hair. Then, out of nowhere, I heard a loud noise. I turned my head to see an evil man on a giant tractor, heading straight for the field. I thought about raising my hand, but there was no time. I jumped out of my chair and ran like lightning out of the school and into the field, and threw my body down on the ground next to the lawnmower, screaming, "We have to save the wishes!" Sitting in the principal's office while they called my mom, I learned that some people think those beautiful balls of fluff are weeds, and the school actually hired someone to destroy them. As difficult as this lesson on perspective was to learn, it has helped me. When the world is full of chaos and division, and everything seems out of control, there's always something that I can control, and that is my perspective. When I look out into the crowd, I see beautiful faces that deeply understand and live this concept. You have all faced adversity. You failed the test. You didn't make the team. You can't sit at this table. You've been wrongfully accused, told you weren't smart enough, treated unfairly because of your gender, skin tone, or the person in power just didn't like you. And in that moment, feeling as low as you could possibly feel, you didn't perceive that adversity as a reason to quit. You perceived it as a reason to work harder, get up earlier, study longer, and speak up louder for those who are marginalized. The very thing that made someone fail made you succeed. You are here today because you unequivocally decided you weren't going to give up. Yep.
Okay.
The class of 2024 holds a special place in history. We're the only class that began our high school career at the start of a global pandemic. Despite the uncertainty and isolation that surrounded us, we rose to the challenge with resilience and an unwavering spirit. Once we were able to remove our masks, do you remember how weird everyone's mouths looked? I am certain that the challenges we faced made us the very best versions of ourselves. We are more than survivors. We are innovators, musicians, doctors, engineers, teachers, poets, athletes, and trailblazers. We have the power to shape the future and make our mark on the world in unprecedented ways. Let us choose to perceive today not as the end of a journey, but as the dawn of a new adventure. Let us approach the future with optimism, resilience, and a sense of wonder at the endless possibilities that await us. Let us be fearless in the pursuit of our dreams, bold in the face of adversity, and compassionate in our interactions with others. Keep moving forward and look back only to recognize how far you've come, or shine your light to guide the path for others. Class of 2024. Together, we have accomplished a lot. But trust me when I say we're just getting started. This is only the beginning of anything and everything we want.
Buenas tardes a todos y gracias por estar aquí hoy para celebrar esta ocasión tan especial. Mi nombre es Andrea Guerra y cuando conozco personas nuevas, una de las primeras cosas que notan son mis pulseras, 21 en total. Las agarro cuando visito familia en México, cuando salgo con amigas, viajes de escuela, como regalos o simplemente cuando encuentro una cosa que me gusta. Para mí, estas pulseras representan todos los aspectos diferentes de mi identidad que me hacen quien soy. Igual que yo, mi colección ha crecido y cambiado bastante estos últimos años. Creo que todos aquí pueden reflexionar sobre los últimos años de su vida y reconocer que hemos llegado muy lejos. Hace 4 años yo estaba atascada en mi cuarto, completando mi primer año de preparatoria en línea sin ninguna idea de qué quería hacer después de graduarme. Ahora planeo estudiar ingeniería eléctrica en Purdue. No importa qué camino tomemos y dónde terminemos, no tengo miedo de explorar, tomar riesgos y crecer desde sus experiencias. Recuerden que la única cosa definitiva que podemos cambiar en nuestra vida somos nosotros. Good afternoon, and thank you all for being here today to celebrate such a momentous occasion. My name is Andrea Guerra, and one of the things people notice about me during first impressions are my bracelets, 21 in total right now. I get them when visiting family in Mexico, going out with friends, on school tours, as gifts from others, or simply when I see one I like. To me, these bracelets represent all the different pieces of myself which make me who I am. Just as the collection on my wrist has gone through much growth and change these past 4 years, so have I. I think everyone here today can look back at the last couple years of their lives and recognize that we have come a long way. 4 years ago, I was cooped up in my room completing school online with no clue as to what I wanted to pursue after high school. Now I'm going to Purdue to become an electrical engineer. No matter what lies ahead of us and where we end up, don't be afraid to explore, take chances, and grow from your experiences. And remember that the only definite thing we can change in our lifetime is ourselves.
Good evening, class of 2024. My name is Cesar Ortiz Diaz. I want to extend my congratulations to all of us for reaching this once-in-a-lifetime milestone. For the past 4 years, most of us have shared the same roof, following the same weekly routine from Monday to Friday, with the inevitable goal of leaving this place with our very own diplomas. Well, today, that fateful day has finally come. Right now, I want to invite you to look around you, at your teachers, families, and most importantly, your classmates. These are your people, the ones that have nurtured and encouraged you to succeed without fail. Cherish them like no other, and to the teachers who cared, thank you. To me, a diploma alone is meaningless. It's just a piece of paper with a couple of fancy signatures. But when I think about the journey it took to obtain, it's there where its value truly lies. The friends, teachers, and people I have made along the way have made me become a better person. These past 4 years happened so quickly, bringing about its own unique challenges for all of us. Balancing academics, family responsibilities, and work throughout the week was overwhelming. From rushing to turn in that homework assignment before 11:59 p.m. to rushing to your afternoon shift after school. But with the help of our supporting pillars, our friends, families, and teachers, they made the journey all worth it. It's kind of bittersweet knowing today will be the last day in which our class of 2024 stands united. However, I know our time here is done, And truth be told, I'll miss the clowns, but not the circus. So I want to close this off by saying congratulations to all of us. I know sometimes life can feel like we have everything figured out, but with things constantly changing from one day to the next, it makes me feel like I never know where my path lies ahead. I just want to remind everyone that it's okay not to be okay. Just take it day by day and let the future unravel for itself. High school was like a tutorial for life. Our real future begins tomorrow, and I know the future will be bright for us all.
Friends, I am joined today by all of you to celebrate one of the biggest accomplishments of our lives. Sure, you might be thinking, what's so special about waiting an hour to get a piece of paper and finally leave school? Well, as someone who comes from a family of immigrants, I wanted to make sure my parents were able to see their efforts to give me a good life were accomplished. I have an amazing and supportive family, which is why I strove to do the best I could every day. However, I recognize that I am only standing here today reading this speech because of the privilege I had to balance family, extracurriculars, and grades. So instead, I want to focus my time on those of us who didn't have the same opportunity I did. To those who realized their passions in the arts or sports but had to take math. Those who wanted to pursue medicine or manufacturing, but had to take math. I guess what I'm saying is that we're all victims of Algebra 2. In all seriousness, however, I want to extend the deepest of congratulations to those of us who had to choose more shifts over homework, who had to take care of family members instead of going to classes, those of us that experienced loss and kept going. For those of us who wanted to quit, I'm glad to see you all with me today at the finish line. I know that any one of you could have been up here reading your own amazing speech. Look around you and realize you are not alone in this world. Your support is right here with you, and you can always lean on others when you can no longer stand. I'm excited to see where the future will take us. But for now, please join me in giving ourselves a big round of applause for all our hard work. Y que sí se puede, because we did it!
This evening, I would like to introduce our school principal, Ms. Kathy DeMeyer. She's a passionate principal who cares deeply about Goshen High School. She received her undergraduate degree from Bethel University in secondary science education. She then went on to get her master's degree in secondary education at IUSB. And she earned her principal's license from Indiana Wesleyan University. Though she has accomplished all this, she is currently working hard on earning her doctorate degree. Outside of work, she enjoys reading, especially nonfiction books. She also has a great passion for science. Aside from all that, we are so thankful to have her as our principal because she loves her students and she demonstrates this every day. The love for her job is what drives her to accomplishing great things. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ms. Kathy DeMeyer.
Could you hold this, Mary?
Thank you so much for that, Brittany. And I am asking Mr. Holsapple to help me because it's really windy up here, and I gave up on my hat. So I do want to recognize a few people before I get started. You may have noticed in your program that the music has been pre-recorded by our own students, and we do that because we know how excellent all of you are that are musicians here in the graduating class, and we want you to sound as excellent as you are, and sometimes out on the field that doesn't happen. So if you were a part of recording Pomp and Circumstance, also River in Judea, or the Fanfare and Recessional, and you are a senior, will you please stand? Thank you. You may be seated. I also want to just quickly recognize our senior class sponsors who happen to be standing, Mrs. Lindsay Craning and Ms. Maria Weaver. They have done an incredible job of making sure this happened today, so thank you. Okay, and to our distinguished student speakers, you may move to your seats now in the front of your class. As they move there, I would like to point out we are celebrating this important milestone, but want to take a moment to remember Andreas Eduardo Espinoza and Logan Christopher Ferris, who are no longer with us. Their memory remains in our hearts and minds, and today we honor their place in the class of 2024 and our community. We do have 2 seats marked for them with photos we received from the families. We'd like to thank the families for that. And what I'd like to do is just have a moment of silence on their behalf. So please join me in that. Thank you. This evening, we celebrate a significant milestone marking the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. I will always be a science teacher at heart, and I tend to notice parallels between science and the world around me. I want to explain one of those parallels often coming to mind this year: hurricanes in your high school experience. On an annual marine biology trip in 2018, I learned something about hurricanes, which has stayed with me ever since. Just 7 months before the trip, Hurricane Irma had landed as a Category 4 storm, causing widespread damage to the Florida Keys. And as our class was out on a boat heading into the Atlantic Ocean at Pennicamp State Park, a discussion began about the devastation we were seeing that year compared to previous years. Flattened homes, wrecked ships, yachts, and docks, closed businesses, noticeable changes in aquatic vegetation and organisms, and large mounds of coral grit resembling sand dunes in the Midwest. Hearing our conversation, the boat captain asked if we knew the benefit of a hurricane to a reef system, and then quickly explained, despite their destructive force, hurricanes cleanse and rejuvenate reef systems, removing debris and leaving behind resilient organisms that hold on to the force of water as it swirls and pulls. This act of devastation promotes biodiversity, and health. Reefs are essential for a myriad of reasons. One is that they act as natural barriers against storm surges, hurricanes, and waves, protecting coastal areas from erosion and flooding. This helps to safeguard human populations and infrastructure along coastlines. Here's the parallel. COVID-19 swirled in like a Category 5 hurricane and devastated life as you knew it. It pulled at every natural, predictable barrier you knew. But here's the key. Much like a hurricane devastates but cleans a reef system, allowing it to rebuild more vital and vibrant, you have a resilience built through an experience like none other. Your class has demonstrated adaptability, problem-solving skills, and grit. You are not just prepared, but more than ready for future challenges. Your journey has just begun, and the world eagerly awaits your contributions, creativity, and strength. Your family, friends, and GCS faculty are filled with pride and admiration. Your ability to overcome challenges and adapt to new circumstances has prepared you for a future full of opportunities and achievements. Embrace the hurricanes of life and use your resilience and determination to contribute to a brighter, more innovative, and compassionate future. Congratulations, graduates. I'm going to recognize a few others. Parents, we want to recognize you. Your unwavering support and trust you placed in Goshen High School are commendable, and we are deeply grateful to you. Thank you. If we have any veterans in the stands, as well as behind me, please stand if you are able. Your dedication and service to our country are deeply appreciated, and your sacrifices have helped secure the freedoms we enjoy. We are grateful for your commitment and bravery. Please join me in giving a round of applause to our veterans for their honorable service. And now if I could have our distinguished recruiters that have joined us that are sitting with the staff, please stand. Thank you. As they remain standing, if you have enlisted, you are a senior graduate out here and you've enlisted, would you please stand? I was going to read names. I was going to read names and realized I was afraid I'd miss someone, and I don't want to do that. I am so grateful for you and what you're giving all of us. It does not go unmissed. Thank you. And please visit us in uniform. It would be wonderful. Thank you. You may be seated. Okay, a few more groups. If you are a student athlete, please stand. If you held a job during the school year, please stand. I just want to thank you for your determination. It is not easy to remain a good standing student who makes it to graduation in 4 years and keeps up that schedule, so thank you. You may be seated. Students moving into an apprenticeship, trade, college, or university, please stand. This is one of our most accomplished graduating classes, and someday I would love to figure out the parallel to what you've all been through compared to your level of accomplishment. Well done, and you may be seated. Parents, you may have noticed that your student is wearing graduation regalia. I just want to quickly let you know what those stand for. We have blue cords for technical honors, gold cords for academic honors, green cords for dual credit, blue and gold braided cords for Goshen City Youth Advisors, red, white, and blue cords, our Technology Student Association, rainbow cords, Multicultural Youth Association. Purple cords represent the National Technical Honor Society from the Elkhart Area Career Center. Red and white cords represent Skills USA. Red and white neck ribbons with gold medals are SUMA students. Black stoles are IB diploma candidates. Gold tassels are National Honor Society. Black, gold, and white stoles, military. I also believe we have some other military stoles. I apologize for not getting that color down. Red, white, and blue neck ribbon with a gold medal are French awards. So when you see your student, all of those cords and stoles represent something for each of them. I would like to now recognize our 2 IB diploma candidates, and if they would stand, please, Andrea Guerra and Rachel Elizabeth Schrock. They have completed some of our most rigorous coursework, and they will learn this summer if they have, in fact, earned the full diploma. I have no doubt that they have. You may be seated. Thank you. I'd like to next recognize our students graduating as cum laude students. This is with distinction. As I read your name, please stand, and we will clap at the end of all of these names. Aiden Jug Engelmeyer, Lily Rose Berkey, Peyton Allen Bontrager, Kimberly Coronado, Leish Levi Detweiler, Marisol Diaz, Magdalene Joy Dorn, Natalie Alexis Fries, Emmanuel Fuentes Trujillo, Aiden Dale Montgomery Gill, Alexander Hernandez, Kennedy Page Hurst, Ayana Juarez, Halia Raiden Johnson, Lawson Edward Kaufman, Denise Mylan Leo, Yesenia Guadalupe Lamas Lopez, Ivan Lopez Perez, Frida Saria Luna Gallegos, Jacob Wendell Murphy, Axel Olvera Zamora, Emily Jimena Ramirez, Rigoberto Salazar, Ella Shandell, Caitlin Elizabeth Smith, Michaela Lynn Souders, Levi Michael Sabera, Diana Tecpio Altamirano, Elena Isabel Vasquez Diaz, Lourdes Vasquez Diaz, Merrill Frederick Allen Weddle, Andre Joseph Lee Williams, and Gage Carter Worthman. Congratulations to you all. You may be seated. Next, we have magna cum laude students, meaning with great distinction. We'll follow the same format here. Kaylee Marie Bowen, Michaela Beth Bowling, Alexandra Casas Garcia, Lincoln Thomas Clark, Drew William Elliott, Lorelei Victoria Fonseca Arias, Caden Jack Gamble, Liliana May Garcia Belas, Blanca Estela Guerra Villanueva, Kennedy Hernandez, Emmett Michael Hirschberger, Joelle Grace Hostetler, Kaylin Mackenzie Kruder, Celine Guadalupe Llamas Lopez, Emily Lopez, Sarah Esther Lozano, Kaylin Matthew Miller, Nuvia Guadalupe Menchaca de Santos, Caden William Evans, Jennifer Carola Olvera Morgado, Melissa Gillette Ortega Cortez, Kyra Sage Ortiz, Antonio Jesus Perez, Jocelyn Jarrell Reyes, Jenalee Joy Roll, Jonathan Ruiz Altamirano, Hania Salas Garcia, Valeria Salazar, Wendy Michelle Salgado Reyes, Atsiri Belen Sanchez Ramirez. Congratulations. Thank you. You may be seated. And finally, summa cum laude students, you have achieved a lot. You have nearly perfect grades, and I would like to recognize you for that. So if you would stand when your name is read. Brady Jeffrey Abney, Anton Isaac Alstrom Bruckheiser, Anna Elizabeth Aviles Rodas, Paige Elizabeth Brown, Samantha Taylor Centeno, Carson John Clemens, Selena Maria Clazo Guevara, Marguerite Elaine Collins, Lincoln Joel Fisher, Olivia Lauren Gertz, Andrea Guerra, Kendall Noel Hill, Evan Rodney Hostetler, Madeline Rose Hogendobler, Sophia Christine Kaufman, Grace Emma Kircher, Andrew Yoder King, Moses Allen Kratzer, Courtney Faith Leinbach, Williams Jose Luke Rosales, Miles Ryan McLaughlin, Lillian Senawa Medikai, Jordan Alyssa Miller, Levi Nelson Mosier, Brielle Joy Nafsinger, Orly Michelle Ortega Olvera, Cesar Ortiz Diaz, Ella Elizabeth Potter, Brittany Ramirez, Karen Zoe Santiago Suazo, Eric Rayner Schramm, Rachel Elizabeth Schrock, Sky Austin Sturry, Bowden Noble Stutzman, Jason Nicholas Vance, Samuel Vargas Ortiz Jr., Cesar Vela, David Vela, Jessica Angelica Velasquez Valdez. Congratulations. You may be seated. I hope you were able to take in how talented this group is and how promising our future is because of them. So parents, families, staff, and school board members, I am honored to present the graduating class of 2024.
We ask that you hold your applause until I've read all of the names. Le pedimos que guarden su aplauso hasta que termine de leer todos los nombres. Sammy Taylor Centeno. Andrea Guerra. Evan Rodney Hostetler. Miles Ryan McLaughlin. Orly Michelle Ortega Olvera. Cesar Ortiz Diaz. Brittany Ramirez. Eric Rainier Schramm. Rachel Elizabeth Schrock. Sky Austin Sturry. Jason Nicholas Vance. Jessica Angelica Velasquez Valdez. Elisa Joy Aber. Brady Jeffrey Abney. Tyler Wade Accord. Amari Jade Atkins. Alvaro Aguilar. Eduardo Aguilar. Brittany Jeanette Aguilera Salas. Daniela Marei Alba Canales. Anton Isaac Alstrom Brookhiser. Mauro Altamirano Ramos. Liliana Maria Alvarado. Jose Luis Alvarez. Litsi Esmeralda Alvarez. Pedro Alejandro Alvarez. Fabiana Alvarez Carrasco. Donovan Scott Anderson. Michael Kevin Andrade Rojas. Aiden Judge Engelmeyer. Betsy Arianes Davila. Christian Angel Avila. Ana Elizabeth Aviles Rodas. Shaylin Rose Back. Maya Itzel Beas Leon. Tayan Najur Bailey. Jonathan Rene Barahona Rosales. Matthew Deegan Barnes. Stephanie Abril Barrios. Julio Alberto Beatriz Maris. Paul Bertrand Goyet. Rowan Foster Berkey. Lily Rose Berkey. Violet Evelyn Burkle. Lene Noel Bonilla. Peyton Allen Bontrager. Kylie Marie Bowen. Are you ready? Sarah Ann Bowen. Michaela Beth Bowling. Julie Lee Brenham. Paige Elizabeth Brown. Araya Chanel Brownlow. Araya, sorry. Haley Ann Bryan. Jaden Marie Bustos. Joseph Caballero Hernandez. Alexa Cabrera León. Angelica Cadrón. Adelina Yvette Cadrón Pinto. Isabel Brianna Camberos. Tania Camilo. Freddy Camilo Fernandez. Kevin Camilo Mares. Ariadna Jimena Carmona. Jaime Carmona. Alexandra Casas Garcia. Damian Castillo. Alison Natasha Celis. Melanie Yaneth Terrato Ortega. Carter Nathaniel Charles. Alexa Chavarria. Ashley Chavarria. Melissa Chavero. Adonai Chavez Garcia. Julian Chavollo Lopez. Brenda Georgina Chiquito Gonzalez. Sarah Ann Sacato. Lincoln Thomas Clark. Sabrina Marie Clear. Carson John Clemens. Kirby Wayne Coble. Celina Maria Collazo Guevara. Emmanuel Collazo Macias. Marguerite Elaine Collins. Dylan Michael Kopetzler. Michaela Elizabeth Corbin. Jose de Jesus Córdoba Velasco. Melissa Córdoba Macías. Kimberly Coronado. Jonathan Cortez. Brian Cortez de la Rosa. Jocelyn Cortez Flores. Luis Alberto Cortez Juárez. McKaylee Kenzie Coco. Alexis Jeremías Dávila. Raymond Dávila Eslava. Leish Levi Detweiler. Marisol Diaz. Alberto Diaz Macías. Brenda Alexa Diaz Aguilar. Geraldine Marie Diaz Herrera. Emmanuel Diaz Ruiz. Angel Nicole Dill. Andrew Stephen Dilworth. Georgia Ann DeMeyer. Joshua Samuel Dominguez Montiel. Damon Eugene Duran. Magdalene Joy Dorn. Scarlett Elizabeth Eberly. Kival Eicher. Carla Marie Eichhorn. Sebastian Thomas Eichler. Thomas Ryan Eldridge. Drew William Elliott. Chase Allen Eppert. Azuna Grace Espino. Ethan Thomas Espinosa. Janeth Alexandra Esqueda. Lincoln Matthew Frencher. Stephanie Faustino Perez. Lincoln Joel Fisher. Cristian Humberto Flores. Evelyn Giselle Flores. Jonathan Flores. Valeria Nicole Flores. Juan Antonio Flores Ávila. José Martín Flores Reyes. Pascual Flores Sánchez. Lorle Victoria Fonseca Arias. Bryce Anthony Forbes. Daniela Fortis. Diego Julian Fragraso Jimenez. Natalia Alexis Fries. Cassandra Fuentes, Emmanuel Fuentes Trujillo, Adrian James Gaffer, Jessica Elizabeth Gallegos, Yulisa Gallegos, Caden Jack Gamble, Anthony Gomez, Jennifer Cassandra Garcia, Kevin Samuel Garcia Marin, Nicole Garcia Ubario, Tashina Yulismar Garcia Vasquez, Yasmin Garcia Delgado, Liliana May Garcia Vélez, Rogelio Garcia Sandoval, Brielle Ryan Gibson, Tori Gibson, Aiden Dale Montgomery Gill, Olivia Lauren Gertz, Alex Gabriel Gomez, Paola Gomez Rios, Dominic Noble Gungwer, Lizde Gonzalez, Carla Fernanda Gonzalez, Eileen Mercedes Gonzalez, Gustavo Ángel Gonzalez, Ryan Alexander Gonzalez, Isabella Gabriela Gonzalez, Nina Grosso, Blanca Estela Guerrera Villanueva, Evelyn Isabel Guerrero, Michelle Guerrero Salazar, Natalia Gutierrez, Haley Christine Hall, Alexander Lee Haney, Aiden Samuel Hapner, Pete Ryan Hawkins, Grace Janine Helmuth, Abel Hernandez, Alexander Hernandez, Alexia Hernandez, Eric Hernandez, Kennedy Hernandez, Marlene Hernandez, Miguel Hernandez, Diana Hernandez Garcia, Tomás Hernandez Quiros, Alicia Michelle Herrera, Melanie Herrera, Rosa Elena Herrera, Emmett Michael Hirschberger, Jace Daniel Hirschberger, Xander James Hewitt, Kendall Noel Hill, Kyra Ania Shoup Hill, Cole Jacob Hinkle, Adi Duna Yela, Joelle Grace Hostetler, Madeline Rose Hogendubler, Ethan J. Holdeman, Alexis Marie Hostetler, Hunter Nicole Howell, Geraldine Michelle Huerta, JC Nicole Hummer, Jackson Taylor Hunter, Kane Jeremiah Hunter, Kennedy Page Hurst, Isabel Rosa Ibarra, Zoe Way Easton, Denise Islas Dominguez, Juan Leonardo Jasso, Blanca Aliyah Johnson. Helia Raiden Johnson. Javen Darnell Jones. Ayana Juarez. Lawson Edward Kaufman. Sophia Christine Kaufman. Josiah James Keplinger. Grace Emma Kircher. Brody Andrew Kilmer. Andrew Yoder King. Brandon Lee Klein. Isaac Henry Knight. Olivia Jane Kochever. Moses Allen Kratzer. Kaylin Mackenzie Kruder. Araja Sharice Kyle. Lukenza Drezel Laguerre. Brandon Joseph Lambert Jr. Ellen Lafferman. Alexia Lianet Laris de Leon. Ruby San Juana Laris. Mila Tanan Lee. Janelise Melen Leal. Courtney Faith Leimbach. Selene Guadalupe Llamas Lopez. Yesenia Guadalupe Llamas Lopez. Osvaldo Loesa. Wendy Hope Long. Alexander Daniel Lopez. Denise Lopez. Emily Lopez. Eric Gonzalo Lopez. Isaias Emiliano Lopez. Yasmin Lopez. Julian Ignacio Lopez. Leslie Cate Lopez. Michelle Lopez. Neida Lopez. Fabian Lopez Bautista. Ivan Lopez Perez. Haven Bryn Love Perry. Sara Lozano. Diana Lozano Gomez. Cristian Jaziel Lucio. Vladimir Joshua Luna. Frida Sarai Luna Gallegos. Williams Jose Luque Rosales. Kaya Destiny Lynch. Natalia Abigail Macias. Olivia Santos Macias. Jesus Macias Ramírez. César Magallanes. Javier Antonio Mangas. Ricardo Manriquez. Omar Ahmed Matis Jr. Jamie Lynn Martin. Andrea Lynn Martinez. Angel Martinez. Kaylin Ruby Martinez. David Alexander Martinez. Elsie Martinez. Saida Guadalupe Martinez. Jamie Gabriela Martinez Davila. Christian Jose Martinez Mendoza. Makai Aiden Mascal. Maria Lucia Matos Pellegrini. Xavier Most. Michael Montrell McClinton. Damia Nevea McGee Johnson. Maya Erin Christine McPhail. Samuel Joseph McVicker. Angelina Lorena Medina. Estefania Medina. Yamil Medina Gailindo. Nubia Guadalupe Menchaca de Santos. Lillian Senua Meticay. Kayana Ashley Nicole Miles. Duvan Milan Lopez. Ashton Lane Miller. Bailey Elizabeth Miller. Kaylin Matthew Miller. Jordan Alisa Miller. Caden Zachary Miller. Ty Matthew Miller. Mauricio Montalva Jr. Manuel Montalvan Castro. Fabian Montoya Marin. Isaiah Bryce Morales. Julio Cesar Morales Alvarado. Leonel Moreno. Nicole Natasha Moreno Zambrano. Kimberly Moras Tapia. Sage Phoenix Morrison. Levi Nelson Mosier. Erwin Mota Panzo. Erica Danielle Moyer. Christian Eduardo Munoz. Juan Manuel Munoz Quesada. Adrian Munoz Jr. Ronaldo Munoz. Damian Munoz Vázquez. Porfirio Murillo. Jacob Wendell Murphy. Peyton Allen Muchler. Brielle Nafziger. Alejandro Nava. Kylie Justice Norm. Anderson Nosile. Becca Intende. Conrad David O'Brien. Jaden Wayne Odell. Emmanuel Olivares. Diego Olvera. Rocco Olvera. Marvin Yair Olvera Ordóñez. Axel Olvera Zamora. Jennifer Caro Olvera Morgado. Alexander Orozco Muñoz. Melissa Juliet Ortega Cortez. Stephanie Ortega Casas. Kira Sage Ortiz. Nancy Ortiz Vela. Luis Osiguera. Valeria Palacios Sanchez. Nathaniel Santana Pantelón. Brian Panzo Lanas. Kylie Lane Papke. Kenneth Dominic Patterson. Mary Carmen Padraza Juarez. Antonio Jesus Perez. Daniel Perez. David Perez Jr. Alisa Perez. Elodia Cristal Perez. Isaiah Perez. Matthew Perez. Arlette Jacqueline Pérez Peñalosa. Yaciel Rosa Pérez Mora. Cynthia Michelle Pérez. Caro Pérez Quiros. Faith Lee Percy. Patrick Michal Pietrusca. Irene Pierrodi. Ethan Polito Smith. Ella Elizabeth Potter. Nicholas Nathan Prince, Jr. Maritza Roberta Quevedo. Jose Romel Quintanilla III. Elena Mare Ras. Ángel Daniel Ramírez. Emily Jimena Ramírez. Jesus Alejandro Ramírez. Stephanie Ramírez. Alan Ramírez Sarmiento. Ángel Ramírez Sarmiento. Adamarí Rascón. Elijah Andrew Rauch. Deacon Reed. Samantha Rascavo Ortiz. María Victoria Rascavo Morales. Astrid Celeste Reyes Pantelán. Jocelyn Yarel Reyes. María Xochil Reyes. José Antonio Reyes Izquierda. Yadreli Reyes Oviedo. Nathan Gael Ríos Martínez. Gianni Ríos Santos. Eddie H. Rivera. Hampton Edelson Rivera. Sandra Geraldine Rivera Islas. Emma Rose Roberts. Christian Robles. Mariela Abigail Rodas Gutierrez. Andrea Nicole Rodriguez. Connie Rodriguez. Eric Rodriguez. Esmirna Rodriguez. Becca Michelle Rodriguez. Michelle Rodriguez Ruiz. Alexis Rodriguez Velasco. Jenny Joy Roll. Oliva Romero Fuentes. Jenica Santina Rosa. Michelle Ruiz. Samuel Ruiz. Jonathan Ruiz Atamarano. Shelby Rung. Emily Elizabeth Sager. Anya Sakmite Sales Garcia. Jocelyn Ruby Salazar. Rigoberto Salazar. Valeria Salazar. Wendy Michelle Salgado Reyes. Amy Daniela Sanchez. Heidi Catalina Sanchez. Jennifer Sanchez. Savannah Nicole Sanchez. Dulce Mariana Sanchez Perez. Atsiri Belén Sanchez Ramírez. Karen Zoe Santiago Suazo. Joana E. Santos. Monica Yulith Santos. Alexis Salcedo. Madison Sierra Saunders. Michaela Hope Scales. Caden Bradley Schutz. Matthew Taylor Schultz. Petra Nicole Schwartz. Tyler James Scott. Braxton Ryan Sheets. Ella Vasilevna Chandel. Ambrosia Kia Simpson. Jaskaran Singh. Jacqueline Nicole Fausto. Kevin Derek Sixtos Rios. Caitlin Elizabeth Smith. Ivan Sosona. Teresa Ruth Leatherman Summers. Caitlin Alexis Sudevan. Michaela Lynn Sauderns. Isaac James Staley. John Starcher II. LaShawn Janae Stewart. Isaac Dale Studebaker. Bowden Noble Stutzman. Levi Michael Subera. Colton Allen Sutton. Diana Tecpil Atamarano. Fernando Gael Terán Villalobos. Stephen Mauricio Terones. Ángel Raúl Torres. Evelyn Torres. Sara Torres. Paulindo Torres Alvarado. Amira Tovar. Brielle J.C. Trinidad. Carlos Antonio Torches Torres. Corbin Lee Troop. Esau Trujillo. Pablo Uriel Canovas. Elijah Stephen Valderrama. Cristian Emilio Valdez. Julio Alejandro Valdez. Jocelyn Valencia. Jesse Valtiera. Santiago Andrés Vargas Lozano. Samuel Vargas Ortiz Jr. Kimberly Marlene Vargas Rodarte. Jorge Omar Barrios. Atiana Gabriel Vasquez. Daphne Vasquez. Elena Isabel Vasquez Diaz. Lourdes Vasquez Diaz. César Eliud Vela. David Zerek Vela. Kevin Velasco. Alexis Velasquez. Ami Vergara. Naftali Vicencio. Mónica Vivero. Karina Viveros Viruez. Jacob Maximiliano Walton Clark. Delaney Ray Warlick. Nevaeh Jane Wah. Corey Webb. Daniel Blake Weber. Merrill Frederick Allen Weddle. Pearson Lars Wellington. Andre Joseph Lee Williams. Dries Caprice Williams. Kaylee Ann Wise. Gwyneth Melody Wood. Gage Carter Worthman. Stephanie Yanis, Janet Yepes. Adrian Jared Yoder. Nolan Michael Yoder. Faye Yoder. Adrian Roger Yowell. Amaya Lyric Zachary. David Jeremiah Zambrano II. Emmanuel Fritz Zana. Diego Giovanni Lopez.
We are almost done. Before we make our final little bit to wrap up here, I do want to let families know your student, your graduate, has to go back into the building to receive their diploma, and families are not going back into the building. So I ask that you wait outside for them. We'll do that as quickly as possible and get them back to you. It'll be very important that we be able to get through the recessional, and then they'll meet you outside. Thank you.
I would invite the class of 2024 to stand. By the power vested in me by the state of Indiana and by the Board of Trustees of Goshen Community Schools, I now declare you 2024 graduates of Goshen High School. To signify this graduation, follow Eric and Evan as you switch your tassels to the other side. Congratulations.
This is your celebration. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here. A celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. We gon' celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on! It's a celebration. It's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here. A dedication to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate and party with you. Come on now. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Yeah, yeah. Celebration. We gon' celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on! It's a celebration. It's a celebration.